Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at insights and messages for the collective Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. You can also apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Cancerians, let's get into it. So the first card you have, Cancerians, is 1 century, and it further says long, slow, sluggish. So I feel that this is more about timelines, like generations of timelines that we are looking at. Cancerians, this is what I feel. I feel this is something to do with our soul evolution, soul lessons that, the lessons that our soul learns over several lifetimes through several births, right? Because 1 century is like 100 years, right? And this is, I feel, something to do with over a period of time, not like instant, a day, 2 hours, week, months, not that kind of timeline. So you might be feeling this about a certain situation in your life right now, Cancerians. You feel that something is happening so slowly that it's, so frustrating, because in today's times, we're used to fast moving timelines, fast results, rewards, right? Constant changes. And I feel that this is something that maybe you have been working on for a long time or waiting on for a long time. But I feel that if you see this, this energy is out here for you to, find the power, I would say, find the power in the slowness of this process, right? So to be more patient and to understand the benefits of slow growth, It's like some things that change, they require a lot of time for things to change, for things to happen. I mean, things will not change or should not be changed by force or, by force or things like that. But it should organically change, naturally unfold, naturally transform over a period of time. Yeah, it's just like meditation. If you start meditating today, any kind of meditation practice, it's not going to show you the results like in a day. Yeah, you feel good, but the results on the health, the benefits that you see is over a period of time. You have to put in the work for a year or 2 or even more than that sometimes to see the results that, that a meditation can actually bring. It doesn't happen in a day. Now, for some of you, I feel that you might be even contemplating, like, maybe there is a situation that you're working on and you're wondering, like, should I take like immediate action or should I wait it out? So I feel that it's, a kind of a message to know the power of, sorry about that. Yeah, so to know the power of natural timelines and working with it rather than rushing and forcing things. Now, this might also be an opportunity for you to look beyond your current or the prior generation, like see what a lineage, ancestry, generational patterns, how the patterns impact the generation after us, how any generation's action impact the generation that come after them. Because if it comes to the inner work, healing work, sometimes it takes more than a lifetime to fix all those issues that our soul has been struggling to resolve. Now, if you look at the picture on the card, there is like older buildings, right? There is a person walking the dog. Now, he's walking the dog. He's not running the dog. So he's doing it slowly. And if you see the buildings in the background, they are centuries old. So, there could be something that you're looking at which has something to do with, an extremely long period of time. Maybe something that has gone, maybe a pattern you're looking at that has extended beyond generations that needs healing. I mean, it's just an example, but there is something about your situation that, that spans many lifetimes or spans many years or decades to make progress or to see the change, or you're trying to analyze something by looking at the patterns that, it's taken us 100 years to get from here to this. You could be doing that kind of, ancestral analysis, or accruing or understanding some kind of generational patterns, or looking at generational wisdom to understand something. So something like that could be going on. The next card you have, Cancerians, is the Coral Castle. And it further says, live with intention and purpose, aligning your actions with your deepest values and desires. So look at the picture. This is actually a coral castle. I feel this is the same one that is there in Florida. It's a stone structure, and it was built by a person called Edward. I can't pronounce the last name of the person, but it was built by him alone, and it took like around 25 years to build this castle, right? And it says that live with intention and purpose. So you see, there is this coral castle itself is an example of how much dedication, how much focus, how much intention to complete this that person actually had. Right? And that's when he was able to create this monument that lasted for so many years, and he was constantly putting that effort, that energy into it, right? In a very systematic way, one step at a time. So I feel that this is the energy where anybody can achieve anything that they set their mind to, as long as they don't get distracted, right? That single focus, that single-minded, or what do you call that? That focused attention, by putting in the work day in, day out, by not giving up. That kind of persistence is the quality that is not only appreciated, but it's highly rewarding, very fulfilling, and it creates something so big and substantial that it lasts for a lifetime. And I feel that's what this something that you're working on feels like forever. Because again, here, there is something about years of work and dedication, right? And it says aligning your actions with your deepest values and desires. So you have to constantly, whatever work you're doing, you have to constantly reassess that is the work or the results that you are seeing, are they still in alignment with what you want? What is your value system, belief system? Is it still in accordance to that? So that's when only with intention, if you live, you will be able to put in the work day in, day out, and create something which goes for decades and years, right? Which is important, which is significant, which makes a difference, which is beautiful. Look at the castle, it's just beautiful. Now, this person did it single-handedly, so how do you do it, right? Nobody knows how it did. And I'm curious about so many such structures, like how did people even create those kind of structures in those days without tools? So there is maybe something, but this person, Edward, did it somehow. Nobody knows how it was created, but there's a mystery to that. So maybe you have that information, Cancerians. Only you and nobody else is able to understand how are you doing this. And I feel that sometimes we cannot go by the book. we have to find our own ways. Sometimes we have to trailblaze and do things that people don't appreciate or feel like, they don't understand. Unconventional ways, resources, approaches, those are the ones that actually, they give marvelous rewards and results. And also this is about, again, you're talking about timelines, and yours over here in your reading. This is some kind of wisdom, considering that you're talking about that has come or has got passed down from generations. The wisdom that is not the kind of wisdom that's taught in schools, but the kind of wisdom that comes through living each and every day and through so many experiences. Now, there could also be an element of autonomy, which means maybe you're working single-handedly towards some project. And maybe something that you're trying to create, nobody understands what you're actually doing. But still, starting by your conviction that, yeah, it's got to come to fruition one day. So have that confidence to go at it. And there is no need to share all the information with everybody until you really wish to. Because I feel at this point, some people don't even understand how you're doing it, why you're doing it, and things like that. They might have so many questions. So keep at it. And I feel that no matter what people are saying, as long as it's aligning with your values, go for it. And I also feel that you're doing it single-handedly. I don't think you're using any resources or any assistance. And it's not a bad thing, to be independent, but if you are not worried about how long it's going to take and things like that, nothing wrong with working at something on your own. For some of you, the picture out here is like, of the nighttime. I think that the light over there is that of the moon, but I could be wrong. It could be a sunlight as well, but for the most part, the imagery is dark. So you might be doing something, at night. You might be working on it at night when not many people are around. But I also feel that this is something to do with, the cosmos, the universal principles. It could be related to astrology and things like that. But I feel that you need to stay fully dedicated to what you want to build. And there is no need to feel restricted from society or, don't pay too much heed to what people are saying. If you have a clear vision, then keep working on it. Because I feel that you are creating something magnificent, something beautiful and, extraordinary. Once it's done, people will wonder and you will wonder, like, how did you even do this? The next card you have, Cancerians, is the card Fire. Aries, your Sagittarius are the fire elements, and it further says confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. And you are the water sign, cardinal water sign. So if you see the picture, the image, it's like reddish, orange, peach, pink, colors of fire. There's a candle glowing brightly. There is a heart out here with things. But I feel this is more about ascension. This heart is rising above with the candle. It's more about ascension. Your spirituality. Now, this is connected to the sun energy, right? Which is about our self, our soul. It's about the energy that we put into our things to transform, to move things forward with passion, with drive. With confidence, there is action, there is optimism here, there is growth, there is strength with bravery, right? So there is a fire which is lit out here right now inside of you, Cancerian. I do feel you are, really passionate about making something into a reality, right? And you're very much driven, you're passionate about it, you're putting the energy into it, you are transforming things, you are burning away things that are not good for you at this point in time. It could be even burning away limitations, or, this is more like, rising above. It's like transmuting all those energies that are primordial, which is lower energies, into higher, better energies, right? So something about, you ascending, because there is, intention, there is purpose. We saw it with the Parley Castle of working with intention, with purpose. There could be, creativity at its peak. It could be sensual energies as well. But this is something that you are you deeply desire, right? Something that sparks your interest, something that keeps you excited, something that keeps you motivated. So be careful. The only caveat with fire energy is of burnout. Don't overstress yourself or burn yourself out by too much working day in, day out and not getting any rest. Don't be impulsive again. And there's a candle out here. You might be into candles and things like that. But, the only thing about fire energy is that, it has the capabilities to burn things out, whether it's you, your energy, vitality, or anything. So the energy that balances out the fire energy is the earth energy. So you need to be very practical in the way you express yourself, right? Your approach should be grounded and practical. Your budgeting should be practical. Your thought, sense, and everything should be very grounded and practical. Now, another thing that, of course, it complements fire is the air. It can, accentuate the fire. Air is nothing but mind, intellect, strategy. So if you are putting in the work, make sure you're doing it strategically. You have a plan that you are using to work on things. Also, I feel that this candle is like an intention candle, right? So you could be into candle work. But hues of red, orange, can also help if you wear those colors. It definitely helps with, increasing your courage, your passion, and it helps you to put things into motion. But make sure whatever you're putting this energy into, it actually aligns with your values and your desires. And also, don't back down by any obstacles. Bravery is needed, so push through with confidence. The next card you have, Cancerians, is number 21, is the Seven of Hearts. It is also number 21, so number 2173 could be important, but there is a stork out here in the picture. There is actually two storks. And stork is nothing but the messengers. It could be that, you change up your residence. It could be that you change or you immigrate somewhere. That energy is there out here for a change. Now, because it's a Seven of Hearts, it's related to emotions, feelings, relations, connections, right? So I feel that, and 7 is a very divine number, right? Connected to spirit and divine, a very spiritual number. It's also something about, 7 chakras. 7 is also related with 7 days of the week, something which is about universal laws or, even I would say there is like 7 points in the seed of life, right? That kind of pattern which is there. In the sacred geometry, this could be that as well. The number 7 could represent so many things, 7 planets, 7 days, whatever. But with the heart energy in the stork, there is something about relations, deep love, emotions, even intuition. Now, This could also mean that trust in your heart. What is your heart telling you? Listen to your heart wisdom. Don't be too logical about everything. Yeah, logic is required, but balance it out with what your heart is telling you as well, right? This could be something that, makes you happy, something that fulfills you. Um, this is also about, staying strong in regards to your relationships and still keeping the love there. It's like love conquers everything kind of energy over here, right? Like love has the strength or the capability to overcome challenges. This is also emotions that drive our actions. This is also spirituality. Seven of Hearts is also like, spiritual transformation. The spiritual transformation has a lot of stages, right? So this could be the seventh stage of spiritual transformation as well, where you are transmuting energies into higher consciousness, higher love, higher purpose. That kind of love, not like having too much attachment on the physical world, but moving those attachments for higher love, for divine love, spiritual love, and things like that. Now, we already saw the candle in the previous card for you, right? We saw the fire energy, we saw the heart. So, when I look at it together, it's like a heart that has been opened up by fire, which means that heart is nothing but our emotions, right? The way we think, our emotional intelligence, our emotional wisdom. And I feel that you have probably gained that kind of wisdom through some kind of challenge. Maybe you got burned somewhere and, you put too much energy, you got burnt out, or somebody did you something wrong, but you've gained a lot of wisdom through those kind of challenges is what I'm getting. Because for the most part, the maximum spiritual growth that happens to each of us is through loving relationships. We teach, souls come together to teach each other the soul lessons that are meant to be learned in a lifetime. It happens through the language of the heart, through the language of love. That's the divine working through love, right? It's a divine wisdom that's working to each one of us. You might also be working on some kind of emotional patterns that you have been observing through generations, Cancerians. And I feel that you might be, you might have gained more higher consciousness, learned about it. And now you're ready to transmute those emotional patterns and, into spiritual upliftment or spiritual ascension for yourself. Next card you have, Cancerians, is the Lovers, number 6. This is major arcana, and it says Hawthorn. So you see these two crowns in the picture on a background of green. And there's flowers that are blossoming on the top crown, and then there is the red berries. These red berries are actually called the haws, right? From the hawthorn, the haw is the berries, the fruit, and thorn is the thorn, of course, which we see in the picture. This is more about union, some kind of people coming together that are so opposite. You see, the berries are actually the fruits, the flowers turn into these berries, right? So it's like coming together of totally opposite people, entities. It could be in your own self, it could be your internal merging of energies, or it could be, coming together in union with somebody. But this is like a very, good union, something that you're doing consciously, something that you are choosing to do. Right? There is white here, which stands for peace and harmony. There is red berries, which stands for passion. So you could be coming together in partnerships, aligning, with the person that you vibe with, having similar goals, similar choices, and things like that. Because hawthorn was, extensively used as a heart medicine for the ailments of the heart. It's even used for, the thorn energy is always about protection and keeping negative energies away. So I feel that, you could be coming together, and this could be a very good union, something that will make you feel happy, truly fulfilled from the heart if this is about uniting with somebody, maybe in partnership, maybe. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the number 6 out here is again of balance, harmony, bringing together people that are opposite. You could be meeting or uniting with somebody who is completely the opposite of you, but it still feels good. It's like opposites attract kind of an energy out here. So for some of you, you could be taking hawthorn, teas and things like that for heart, blood pressure, or, not for treating, I would say, just to supplement your, heart health. This could also be, hawthorn also marks a lot of new energies, beginnings, fertilities, potential to grow something. It's very spring energy with flowers blooming. Some of you could be even, it was also used in marriages, actually. Some of you could be getting married, but this is more about, opening up your heart to create something, to have those deeper, meaningful, fulfilling connections, right? Something where your heart is in it. Your heart is in this. This is also, aligning yourself with people that are of the same mindset. They align with your values, right? So I feel that the balance needs to be achieved between, when to open yourself and when to guard yourself. Guard in the sense, when to set those healthy boundaries in which areas and when to actually open your heart. This could be you trying to balance out your own energies in terms of your internal masculine yin-yang energies. It could be that. But this is, especially in relationships, this could be when people that respect each other, love each other, appreciate each other, knowing that this is a soul tie, soul connection meant to be. But, not like bending over backwards, not losing yourself in relationships, having that strength to, again, establish those boundaries and at the same time be vulnerable enough to deepen the connection, right? So leading from your heart space, not from feel. I feel that maybe in the past, you've been hurt, all of us, you've been hurt at some point. But I feel that you got too defensive, close yourself off. But now it's like you are moving forward from that hurt. You've healed. You have integrated all those lessons, all of those energies, complex emotions. You've been through it. You've done all the work, You clear in your head now. Your heart is healed. And now you're ready to move forward. So yeah, this is a great energy because it's about uniting, fertility, new creation, newness, sacredness. You could be leveling up in your relationships, getting married or engaged, but protect your relationship, right? Because this energy is also about protection. This is also about, not being complete. This is about balancing your heart and mind. Where both of them are in, they work together as a team, your heart and mind, not like, allowing your emotions to get the better of you or being too logical. No, this is like finding the middle ground. It's like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So when it comes to sacred spaces, we have to be very careful, about what we allow in, right? We need to be open at the same time to allow it in, but also cautious to not allow just anyone or anything in, right? That's what a sacred space is all about. Understanding energies that vibe with us and that don't vibe with us. And having the strength to keep the negative energies away. The next card you have is the number 9, and it's the Hermit. And it says Uznia. Uznia, actually, it means the white beard of the a wise man. So you have 2 major arcanas. This is amazing. Now with the Lover's energy, there is Gemini energy. So Gemini energy is coming through very prominent. And then you have Hermit, so Virgo energy. So these are very prominent You could have them in your charts. These could be people around you. This could be your energy as well. But you are the water sign, and you are having the energy of Virgo, which is the water sign ruled by Mercury. And you have Gemini, again, ruled by Mercury. So a lot of air energy here, a lot of thought, thinking, um, getting wiser. With the number 9 over here, it's like, completing cycles. Hermit is guidance, right? It's like going within, and you don't have to be like all solitary. You are all alone by yourself, even though I feel that you are kind of working independently on things with that castle con that you had, the coral castle, right? It's like an alone energy. So you might be doing work alone, or you might be just, taking time off by yourself to understand things. The whole idea behind the hermit energy is to keep distractions away and to listen to what our soul and heart speaks to us, right? That will guide our path forward. So putting things into perspective, getting clarity, and also it's like, not getting influenced by other people's opinions, or not getting confused. Like, sometimes people, of course, even the ones that have our best interests will come up with solutions, that ideas from their life experiences, which is different from ours. So we do have that perspective as well, right? So I feel that you are thinking things through and trying to gain clarity. This is again, Hermit is buys wisdom through ages and generations and decades, and it's a lot of experience out under the belt is what the Hermit has. I also feel that, there is, like in the center, there is a candle, right? So that for me is the heart and soul. So looking for your inner light, that strength, in the quiet time, receiving your, messages from your heart and soul, from your consciousness, from your spirit guides. So I feel you are just, trying to analyze things by yourself for the most part, and just knowing that it's you that's unique. It's you that has a unique way of thinking, of feeling. It's also about taking a digital break. Sometimes we go to retreat so that we, just keep away electronic devices and distractions, that we just focus on, connection with nature, or meditation and things like that. So with this comes energy of, being patient over the years, some things that are timeless, growth that takes years, and that kind of a vibe is what I'm getting from all the cards over here for you Cancerians. And I feel that at the end of it, you will be, you'll have better clarity, more, you'll be able to set right priorities. You know what's good for you, what's not good for you. And also we need to understand where we need to invest our time into, what's good, what's essential, what can be done later. Those kind of weighing of your energy and, advice and things like that. So getting things into perspective, I would say. And the last hand for today, you have Cancerians, is the reflect and grow. And it says, look in the mirror when you have a chance. This exercise will expose the things that are hard to swallow. When you see your reflection, try and bring to the surface the things that you need to improve on. This can make you feel a little sad, but this is just the first part of the exercise. Take all the things that you need to improve and tell yourself that you are good at them. Tell yourself that you will try harder to get better of them. So this is kind of reflective, Hermit energy, loving on oneself, integrating our, different personalities and aspects of ourselves. Further, it says here, this will seem silly and maybe a little difficult at first, but if you're consistent with this exercise, you will look at the mirror one day and realize that you have improved. The things you fell a little short on are now assets to your character. Reflect and grow. So yeah, it's a time of growth, reflection, tapping into your inner wisdom, being patient with it, heart-based, balancing your heart and mind and all aspects of yourself, connection with the divine. Some of you could be moving, traveling with the stork energy out here. So read energies out here, Cancerians. So Cancerians, those were your messages. Hope they were helpful and insightful to you guys. Thank you guys for joining, for watching and supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and the subscribe along with the bell notification so that you get notified whenever the videos are published. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, you all. Bye for now.